This is episode 69 of my weekly diary. Now in this one I can finally start getting back into training. However, at the start I was ill, so I don't return to Oxford until Tuesday night. But for the rest of the week I am actually allowed to do training and it slowly progresses, so I hope you enjoy. It's a bit dark, so I've got the flash on and I'm shiny because I've got a face mask on, so two different reasons. I'm going to be doing a video talking about this week because it's going to be all in one, which is not something I try and do. I normally try and do one every day or every 2 days depending on what I have. However, this week has been a bit of a pain, so I shall be doing it while also walking my dog, so have fun. So I was ill, annoyingly. I managed to not get it for so long because absolutely everyone was ill, and literally the week that everyone was starting to get better from it, I had just managed to get it finally. So pretty much Saturday, Sunday, Monday, no, I think Friday as well, I was ill, so I didn't come back till Tuesday afternoon. So I did miss school on Tuesday, which obviously isn't the best thing, but what can you do, eh? Anyway, Wednesday I went to see my physio because obviously it's still injured, and I got some really good news that he said it looked like better enough and I was able to do. So what I couldn't do last time, which was really annoying, was 90 degrees hot. Now you may think, oh, that's not that bad, but the first time I did it last time, I couldn't physically do it. I'd nearly fall over every single time. And to be able to finally do it again was quite nice because it has been absolutely weeks and weeks and weeks since I've been allowed to do much. So he said he would bandage it and we'll pretty much see how much I can do for today. And obviously completely non-contact, so anything to do with bags or anything like that I wasn't allowed to do. But it was like a high conditioning kind of session, so was annoying but at the same time wasn't too bad. But as a starting point wasn't the worst one, but it was just kind of like chucking me into it, which didn't seem to mind too much. Was going through pretty much going, can I do this? He'd either say yes or no and then I would do it, or not, depending on the answer. A few times it was like, oh, okay, that's a bit annoying, I can't do that yet, but it's fine. What I did do, which I didn't expect, was conditioning. And the reason why I didn't expect it, not because I don't want to run, it's actually because he was like, oh, we'll get you doing straight line running, like on the cones. Normally when injured people are doing rehab at my club, that's normally what they end up doing with just like outside of it. But he said, you've been doing fine, like go for it. If it hurts, obviously, come off, you don't have to, but like do your best, see what happens. And it was supposed to be, I think, 9, ended up being 12 because people kept missing the line. And I managed to do it all. It was 5 turn back, then I think it was 40 back, which is obviously quite a high amount of running to do. But honestly, it felt really good. The tape was definitely getting a bit annoying because I had so much tape on it. It was like a thick layer by my heel, and that just made it quite annoying to walk and like just do everything. But I needed the support in my ankle so I don't go and roll it again, which obviously I'd prefer not to do because that is an absolute pain. But yeah, went really well, managed to do it all. Getting the tape off was probably the best bit about that day, but actually being able to do stuff was so good, and I was so happy to actually be able to do something. Thursday was school. It was my short day, so it's always weird that day for me because you don't start till like midday, and it's like you start at 1:15 and then you finish at like 3:30 to 4 depending. So yeah, always a bit annoying, like making sure I'm not going to get hit by a car. But yeah, always annoying. But that was like a short day, we didn't really do a lot. We did some mock questions and that was kind of it for the day, because that took quite a while. And then, come on, where are we going? She's going to sniff some garages. And then we had Friday, which obviously short day. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, Wednesday I got the clear to do absolutely everything in gym. So I could do uppers and lowers. I know it was uppers, even though I was like, oh my god, I can do lowers now. Still, it was uppers, so didn't end up doing it. Then Friday came along. Gonna quickly finish in here. There was a car, so I was like, just grabbed my dog, went in here. But yeah, so Friday came along, and it was like gym, skills, and I was allowed to do pretty much everything. Even like bag contact now, so I definitely moved up again. Instead of 3 different layers of tape, I had 2, because he's trying to like gradually decrease it, and because how well I did on Wednesday, he thought 2 would be fine. So it did. It was really good. I did have to sit off for one thing, and that was, so it was a drill where you run straight, like pretty much full speed. There's someone with a bag in front of you. They will either go left or right. You have to go the opposite direction. Then you sprint, someone comes across, and you have to try and sidestep them. Now, it was like heavy sidestepping, and I just couldn't do it. So I was like, no, it's gonna hurt me. Like it was starting to hurt, because I did it like 3 times, and then I was like, nah. So I went to Martin, like, I was like, look, sorry, can't do it. Like, it hurts. And he was like, no worries, like, sat me off for that bit. And then after a little bit, I ended up being the person holding the bag, so I get to choose if I went left or right. But that was pretty much the only thing I couldn't do. I was pretty much sprinting. There was no conditioning that day, so I didn't end up doing that. It was attack and defense drills. Ended up doing all of that. Some work on the bags, like tackling and stuff like that. I tried to stick to this side because it was like that foot kind of goes in front, and then it's that foot which kind of stays behind. So it was like less pressure on it, because yes, I'm like starting back, but I don't want to injure it. And that is like the main concern right now, is don't injure it again. And she's like wondering what I'm doing. So yes, she may sit on my lap. But so that was pretty much my week. So came back Friday, and yeah, after my sessions, the first one especially, because I haven't done it in so long, my ankle swelled up a bit afterwards, but that's like normal. Also considering how much tape was like holding it and to be released, like I'm guessing it just got a bit angry at me. Another annoying thing is because obviously I haven't done anything in like 5 weeks, it felt like my stamina had like dropped so much, which is obviously so annoying. But not much you can do about that. Just as soon as I get back to it, I can get back to training, build up a bit more, and actually get stuff done. So honestly, I thought it'd be so much worse. I was like really like concerned for conditioning, because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna start running and I'm just not gonna be able to do anything. But I did it. I was like really slow on the turns though. So I ran to 5. I pretty much stopped running entirely just to turn, because I didn't want to step off that foot. Then went back and then pretty much stopped. So it felt like I was mid-pack nearly the entire time, which is like okay. But considering I stopped pretty much every single time I came to a line, I was quite happy with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is my week of finally coming back, and hopefully I'll be back for the Oaklands game. Fingers crossed.